Hello all and welcome to week 4 of the PBE update guide. I'm Zodiac EXE and once again, I'll just be going, it's just going to be another fairly quick one. At this point, if you're watching this video, it is after the trade deadline, so there won't be any new waivers. If you are a new player to the PBE, welcome. There are plenty of rookie videos. This video is more for players who have a player in the league as of week 4, because it kind of goes through my updating process, and you know there are a lot of resources for rookies, and you'll be doing a lot of different tasks. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it with, as usual, the activity check. And as always, just very easy, just really post anything. And then, forgot to open up the updater tool. And I think I did see it confirmed that these videos would at least last for one more season. Because the portal will be pushed back at least one more season. So these will be relevant for one more year. I didn't make this for just a season. But new this week is a tab for weekly training. And it'll take you right to your team's transaction thread. In addition, you also have shortcuts now on the sidebar for both your roster page and your update page. That takes you, to the first post in each of them. If you had a player on the old forum, your first update is going to look very weird still, but, it's very nice to have. Anyway, training. As usual, I know I mention it every week. If it is your first year in the minor league and you haven't been drafted to a major league team yet, you can only do the 500K training. And if you do the 500K training, just make sure you set your TPE value to 3 here. Alright. And moving on to the forum game for this week is Praise. I do have a couple people in mind. And actually what I'm going to do, because I'm not super familiar with how to tag people on this forum yet. It's like .rabbit, right? Is it? Yeah, here we go. And Nas. Whoop. Hello? For the new sim. For best it can be for S57. If you don't know, we're moving to the new sim for season 57. So there's a lot of testing going on. I just wanted to shout out kind of our two biggest testers in the Seattle locker room. If you don't have anyone in mind, you can think of your GMs. Think of people who've helped you in the league. Maybe if you have a league job, you can shout out maybe your job head. A lot of different options. And of course, if you're doing this in a different season, it might be different. So just read the first initial post and make sure you're following it. And then on to the claim thread. which I believe was posted yesterday. Yes. And here I earned 8. So go ahead and click number, click that there, 56.3, earning 8. Okay, and then I don't quite have enough for that. Except that doesn't really... Okay. Well, anyway, I know this build isn't going to be... You know what? There. Maximize for playoff week. All the TP I can use, I am using. So copy that. And with the shortcut now to the update page, you can just click that and click new reply. Boom. And also, yes, as usual, I'm on Firefox, so I have a little bit of extra formatting to do with all these new lines. But yeah, click post reply, and you're good for the week. And then, of course, you have your usual, you have your point task with the prompt that you write for, or a graphic. You have your JPT, which you can write 150 words about anything, 100 words about any media, or do the trivia form. If you're watching this on Monday and you haven't done Primetime Week 4 yet, you can do that as well. One thing I will mention that hasn't been posted yet, I wanted to get the video out, and it's kind of in like it's kind of a weirdly timed task compared to everything else. Playoff predictions. Playoff predictions are usually posted the Saturday after the final regular season sim. Or like early that Sunday. And are due before the first playoff stream on Tuesday. So you have roughly like a 2 to 3 day window to get that done. So watch for that over the weekend if you're watching this, before the weekend. And I probably won't have the video out yet for next week this season, but if you're watching in like S57 or S58, if we're still doing these updates, then keep an eye out for that like Monday or early on Tuesday. And that's just very simple. You're just picking, first round matchups will be there. Who wins each of those? Who wins the conference championships? Who wins the World Series? Very similar to Primetime. I'm sure you'll have no trouble with that. And also the same kind of, post on the thread after you do it. And yeah, that'll be everything. This is your first season. Offline draft actually starts pretty soon. You've probably gotten some interest from major league teams. And so best of luck with that. For those of you who are already past the draft, and are maybe going to the playoffs, good luck in the playoffs. And see you for the playoff week video. Goodbye.